I'm gonna tie a simple shrimp fly. This isn't, I'm not the greatest at this, but this will give you a general idea of how to do this and hopefully produce an effective fly. We're gonna take our, dumbbell eyes here and tie them in first using X wraps. All right, so we have our eyes. We're gonna add our silly legs and just tie those in. You pull them off and turn them into a U, like so. Gently lay them on your fly, and you're gonna tie them on like so. Now these are obviously a little bit long, so we're gonna have to trim them. Throw up right back here so it doesn't get tangled. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our our mono eyes. Now you can make your own mono eyes simply by burning monofilament with a lighter or a match, but I bought these pre-made ones. You can get them at pretty much any fly shop. And you just lay them on and we just tie them in. Same as we did with the silly legs, except you're not making a U. We're spread them apart a little bit. Remember, this is supposed to resemble a shrimp or crustacean in general, I guess. Make sure they're on there good. And then we're gonna trim. Of course, you want to build up the body. Thread dam here. All right. What we're gonna do next is take tan craft fur, because we want this to look like a shrimp. Pull out what you need. Trim. Lay it on the fly. And we're gonna gently tie it in, like so. Trim here. So we're looking good so far. And throw some back here to prevent tangles. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little, I believe this is yak hair. It's blue, which again helps resemble crustaceans, and it's also got a little gold in it, so that should help entice strikes. And just like we did before, just lay this on gently and go like this. Tie it in. Yep. And again, this is really long. We're gonna have to trim all this. That's fine. That's fly tying, right? Got pieces of hair sticking out all over the place. Just carefully trim that up. It's obviously way too long, so we trim, we trim, we trim. All right, so we're looking pretty good. And we're gonna add in a second, I guess, coat, you could say, of our craft fur. I trimmed this a little more because I want the eyes to stick out, right? One could argue I made the eyes too short to begin with, but I never claimed to be good at tying these type of flies. So we're gonna add more here. Same thing, cut what you need, pull out the shorts, lay it on there, gently lay your thread, and there you go. Right, so we'll trim this down too. So we got a pretty decent looking little crustacean going on here. EP brush. Yep. So there you have it. It's gonna flatten out in the water, but we're snip that. Get that really close so we don't have the little metal piece sticking up. Anyway, so we're gonna trim this. It's less wild looking. And I would use a more natural color if I had one. White was as natural as I have because I have chartreuse, black, and purple, and this is, after all, supposed to be a crustacean, so we went with white. But I would recommend tan or you know, some other shade of brown, I guess. But yeah, and you can see there's still a little on the bottom that we want to trim. And make sure you're trimming up front here. You want them to swim okay. Now, like I said, this will flatten out in the water. And now you're gonna do your wraps. So 1, 2, 3. And obviously, the whip finish tool is the way to go with this, but I'm not very good with a whip finish tool. So I just use my fingers like so. I usually do about 5 of these. Okay. There you go, break it off. Trim this. And there you have it. That's a very basic shrimp fly. We're gonna take our loon glue, our head cement, and just carefully add a drop on those eyes. It's okay if some does get on the eyelet of the hook, because at the end of the day, when you're ready to use this guy, you can just take another hook, another fly, just puncture that and you'll be good to go. Plus I like how this adds a little bit more weight. Actually go on the bottom too, because these eyes are a little bit smaller. Boom, there you have it. That's a basic shrimp fly. Again, I never claimed to be good at this, to be a master fly tyer or even good at tying shrimp flies, but it's a very basic crustacean style fly that should catch some fish. So until next time, catch them up.